explain concerning three things. Firstly, the number of trees affected by Jalan Masjid Negeri widening. Previously, we said the trees affected were 33, and then we reduced to 18. Today, we are going to review to you another figure after we have realigned and redesigned the project alignment of the road. We have come to a figure of 16 now. We have reduced 2 more trees. So from 33, we have reduced to 18 previously. Now it is 16. And then the second item is the age of the trees affected. There are a lot of parties, they are saying that the age of the trees involved is about 100 years old. Actually, our Boris has done this study, and we also found out that these trees are 35 to 40 years old. Some are even 15 years old. So these trees were planted during Jalan Masjid Negeri widening when first bridge was built. So it is about 35 to 40 years old. And the third thing is there were complaints that the trees we replanted were not surviving. Some even called it a bluff. But we are showing you some photographs of the trees we have planted, and quite a number of trees have survived. In fact, our calculation shows 88% of the trees we transplanted survived during the Udini Road project, the big project at Udini, the U-turn. Concerning the project, I think I won't touch further. I've explained a few times that the 6 phases in Jalan Masjid Negeri project, we are at the last phase of the project. That is the until Scotland Road, and part of Itam is involved. And this is the road widening plan. So you can see here, these are the trees affected. The trees are affected on this side of the road. From Lorong Batu Lancang, this side of the trees, another 4 trees here. So 29 trees are here, 4 trees are here. From this point onwards, there are no trees affected. So this is the whole area where the project is, we are going to widen. So these are the actual location of trees affected. You look at the tagging, we have given you the number, the tag number. You can see all these are the tag numbers. We have done a detailed study, our Boris has done a detailed study. The one with the black dots, are the one we are going to transplant. Actually, according to our Boris, we need to chop down a few trees because they are already slanted. Some are decaying because termites has attacked the trees, but we are transplanting every single tree, just like we did for Udini Road. Although it was recommended to chop, we still transplant, so that we give a chance for the tree to survive. And on top of that, the arborist will take some measures to nurse the tree so that it can rejuvenate, make it come alive. So these are the effort MBPP has taken. So on this stretch, you can see there are the number of trees affected. Further down, this is a view of the road. You see, people get the picture that we are going to affect the whole area. Actually, no. We are only affecting the trees along the left-hand side of the road. The right-hand side, we are not touching anything. The center median, nothing at all. Only on the left-hand side. All these trees in front, we are saving by realigning. Originally affected. Only the trees at the center where we have no more space to create tree lanes, we are going to transplant it. We are going to transplant these trees inside. Inside here there is state government land, open area, big area. So very good chances is wide, the root can spread easily. So we are going to plant it inside the state government land at Lorong Batu Lancang. This another part of this Jalan Cispen. You can see 1 tree is affected. We managed to save 3 trees here. This is McDonald's here. So the widening will start from this portion, downwards. Another 4 trees, this is Cat building, Kentucky is here. All 4 trees we saved. Originally these were all affected, all 4. These trees are a bit young. These trees are only 15 years old. We managed to save all 4 of them. Further down, there are no more trees affected. You can see from this diagram, we are creating an exclusive U-turn. That means people coming from Lorong Batu Lancang and other parts of Masjid Negeri, they don't have to wait at this junction. They can U-turn and come back. Exclusive. Going in also exclusive, coming out also exclusive. They don't have to wait. This is another part of Scotland Road and Itam. This Itam dalam Scotland. In this area also we are creating an exclusive U-turn. Exclusive U-turn, that means you come in without waiting, you go out without waiting. Originally this is the Aboris recommendation. 21 trees to be relocated, 12 trees to be chopped down. This is the original, 33 numbers affected. So the picture of the trees, we have done a detailed survey of the number of trees. So the trees he asked to chop down, you can see it is a lot of dead branches, and then it is asymmetrical, that means it's not straight, and then it is lost its vigor, and then they don't have leaves and so on. So this kind of trees where actually it is dying, the Aboris asked to chop, but we are not going to chop. We are still trying to transplant all the trees. So this is the Aboris report. So this after we did the study, these are the trees affected. You can see I've given you here 1 Eugenia tree, 11 Angsana, and 4 yellow flame. Altogether 16. So these were the whole batch of 33 trees recommended to be transplanted or chopped, but we are only going to transplant 16 trees, no more chopping. So this is the conclusion. So under the original plan, 33 trees, now is only 16. The years, the age of the tree is 35 to 40. All of them are between 35 to 40 years old. Some of them dispute is 100, some of them they say it's 100, but we know for sure that it's between 35 to 40. So actually, let me touch on this also. During the Udini Road widening, which has been completed, the top portion near the roundabout, there were 37 trees affected by the road widening. And then shrubs, there were quite a number of shrubs, but there are small trees. We are not actually talking about it today, but we are talking about the tall trees, the aged trees. So 37 trees were affected by the widening. So we retransplanted 30 trees at Lebo Sungai Pinang 8. These are the trees we transplanted. So out of the 30 trees we transplanted, 26 trees survived, 4 died. This is Lebo Sungai Pinang at Kapal Sing Drive near there. So at Lebo Sungai Pinang, this is another picture we show you. These are the trees. You can see initially they were not growing, but later they started, growing. So some trees are still need to grow. We need to give some years for it to grow further. But this you can see some has actually grown to be. I mean, they are growing well, the trees. We also transplanted 4 trees at Lorong Cantik, and all 4 survived. So these are the computation of the number of trees. 37 trees, Udini Road. This is Udini Road. 37 trees were affected. We transplanted 34 because 3 of the trees affected, and 3 of them, when we were trying to transplant, it was hollow and termite. So when we started lifting the tree, it started to crack. So we had no choice but to chop because it will endanger people if we transplant. That's why. But the others which were recommended to be, out of the 34, some were recommended to be chopped, but we still transplanted and it managed to survive. But some died. The 4 died were those which were recommended to be chopped, because it was too way beyond help already. So the number of trees alive now 30. The percentage is 88, 30 over 34. The one transplanted 34, so it's 88% survive. The number of shrubs we transplanted all survived. So some of the shrubs were also eaten by termites. So this is about all what I'm trying to tell you. First of all, it is the number of trees affected reduced from 33 to 16. Second one, the age of the trees between 35 to 40 years. And when we transplanted Udini Road trees, the big trees, 88% survived. 88% survived. Lorong Batu Lancang, this is Jalan Hamilton. If you come from Udini roundabout along this stretch, you come down here, all got 3 lanes. All this, now also you can see a lot of vehicles, when they move from the traffic light, you don't see the problem, but after some time, this is a bottleneck. So vehicle get stuck at Jalan Masjid Negeri because of the bottleneck. All the way they travel quite free flow. When they come here, they get stuck. Because of this, the backlog goes back until Jalan Besi. So this you can experience every morning. When I stand here about 6:45 a.m. to about 7:30, 7:45, you can see the problem very clearly. There's a bottleneck, so it helps. By widening, it will definitely help relieve some problem. We are not doing flyovers, elevated U-turns at this area because a lot of trees will be affected. What we are doing is local widening in the interim period until the major projects like Aitam Bypass is coming. When Aitam Bypass comes from Leburai to Dr. Lim Chong Yu to Falim, the volume along in this road will drop. So what we are doing is interim measures. If we don't do these measures, the problem will aggravate to an extent where the congestion will be unbearable. So what we are doing is minimal things to alleviate the problem in the short term before the big plans come up. This Aitam Bypass, the work is supposed to start in June, and it will take 3.5 years to complete. June this year, the work is expected to start. So it will come from Leburai to Dr. Lim Chong Yu right to Falim. So people from Falim don't have to use Masjid Negeri, Lorong Batu Lancang, Aitam to go to the coastal areas.